Dynodan back with you today, and the topic is how to convert a PVT to a bundled DJT. For those of you that are good students of Dynojet products, you'll know that a PVT is for use with a Dynojet Power Vision flash tuning device for Harley-Davidson motorcycles, and that a DJT historically has been used with Dynojet's Power Vision 3 and now Dynojet's Power Vision 4. A bundled version of a DJT. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but today's lesson is more or less how to convert a PVT to a bundled DJT. Three things you're going to need. One is PowerCore Software Suite version 3.0, the latest version of 3.0, which is beta. Very easy to get the beta release. Just go to the app launcher, tools, options, get more bug fixes and beta releases, and click OK. I already have it installed on this machine, so I'm ready to go. The second piece you're going to need is a Dynojet Power Vision updated with the latest firmware and tune database available from the Power Vision Update client. The Power Vision Update client gets installed when you install PowerCore Software Suite. So make sure that you have the latest and greatest firmware and tune database. And then the third piece you're going to need is a good old Dynojet PVT tune file for use with the Power Vision. And so before we get started, you're also going to need to plug in the Power Vision to your computer that's running PowerCore. You'll see that this tab says Power Vision. My Power Vision happens to be plugged in. I'm going to unplug it real quick. Okay, it goes away. I'll plug it back in. I'll let USB resolve this connection to the PowerCore application, and that tab should pop back up here in just a second. It's going to check on the latest versions that are available to the Power Vision. It's going to give you a note saying it may not be up to date. So if you are up to date, this will come back and not give you another dialog. So tap on Power Vision tab. From left to right, you see a couple of options here. Update, which we covered in a different video, and then Convert. So I'm going to grab a random PVT tune file. This one happens to be from a software level 28 model year 2021 touring model. And so it does take a minute for these PVTs to open in C3. It's going to make sure you've got the latest definition pulled down as well. And then you've got your calibration ready to go. All the tables that you're familiar with. And so the process is very easy. Convert PVT. Now don't miss this step. See this little radio box here? Bundle it. There are no instances that I can think of where you would want to not bundle the DJT. So what this does is it builds a complete file, and that complete file I refer to as a bundled DJT, and I'll talk more about that maybe at the end of this video. And so there's three options here. Convert the selected file, browse to a different PVT, like maybe over here, or batch convert. For those of you that are custom tuners or have a lot of work that is done in regards to Power Vision tune files, you can actually search a directory and bulk convert these files into a bundled DJT, again for use with a Power Vision 3 or 4. Okay, so I'm just going to hit convert selected. It's going to want me to give it a name, so just going to put a little, now let's just call it a BDJT. Even though it's obvious here at the end, we've got a DJT file extension. Click Save. It's going to go ahead and work through this file. It's actually going to be working through the Power Vision as well, which is why it's required to be plugged in. And it does take a minute. as it does two things. It's going to update this PVT, which again was a separate video, and it's going to convert it. So in this case, we're getting a 2-for-1. So it's done updating. It added two things, an oil cooler and cruise control, and then it removed an item that was used in a development phase. And now it is going through the conversion process. So get yourself a hot cup of coffee. It takes a minute, but not too terribly long. And we're done. So I'm going to close this dialog, close this dialog. Now we're going to go take a peek over here. There it is. Drag it over here. There it is. All ready to go. So now this file and this file are ready to go. This guy, again, PVT for use with the Power Vision. A Bundled DJT for use with a Power Vision 3 or 4. I hope you found this video helpful. If there are questions about the bundled DJT versus what I refer to as a thin DJT, I'd be happy to field those questions. But for now, that's all there is to it. So take those old PVTs, get them updated, get them converted, and they are absolutely of value and of use on a Dynojet Power Vision 3 or 4. Until next time, this is Dino Dan. Thanks for tuning in.